Okay, now we are at Chapter 3 on the options in a divorce, Steve McNamer and Jill Jackson. And this chapter is on Marital Settlement Agreement. One of the most productive methods for couples to move forward with a divorce and on with their lives is to disconnect emotionally and handle the sale of the home in a businesslike manner. Because the marital home is usually the greatest asset in a marriage, it is also the greatest liability. You must give a lot of serious thought to securing settlement terms that protect both parties, especially the spouse who is departing a home. When you enter into your marital settlement agreement, your lawyer should specify who is financially responsible for the mortgage, the homeowner's insurance, utilities, and upkeep of the marital home. If the spouse occupying the marital home is responsible for listing, showing, and selling the home, the other spouse may be obligated to pay part or all of the mortgage, as well as contribute to the upkeep of the home. If the occupying spouse shows little effort in getting the house sold, the marital agreement should provide a timetable for the sale of the home. It is important for the marital agreement to include provisions outlining the steps to be taken if the house cannot be sold within a specified time, or if one spouse fails to meet any financial obligations. Consult your legal advisor for contingencies that are specific to your situation. Additional expenses may include repainting, landscaping, or replacing appliances or carpeting. There should be clear direction on how to handle the unexpected while in the process of selling the home. For example, if a home inspection reveals a cracked foundation or termite infestation. Ex-spouses sometimes agree to a fixed amount of time to share expenses prior to the sale of the home. Quick decisions can be damaging, especially when it comes to co-ownership or one spouse occupying the house until it sells. By keeping emotions at bay while making important decisions and focusing on what needs to be done to sell your home, you and your ex-spouse can move on faster. Reasonable and realistic expectations. Since the home is one of the most valuable marital assets, dividing the property between a couple in the throes of divorce can be a major source of contention. If you have other properties, such as vacation home or investment properties, those will also have to be assessed and assigned a monetary value. In order to divide equitably or equally, as the case may be, you will need to know the precise value of your property. When it comes to the marital home, there are several common valuation methods available to determine the value. These are used in property settlements and may differ from what you perceive as your home's worth. Comparative market analysis. Your real estate agent will provide you with a comparative market analysis, or CMA. This is an in-depth review of your home's worth in the current market based on the recent sale prices of comparable homes. Any differences, such as the size of the lot or value-added items like a swimming pool, are taken into consideration and the value is adjusted accordingly. Broker price opinion. The broker price opinion, BPO, is another type of estimate produced by a real estate agent in response to a request from a mortgage lender. A few years ago, when real estate sales around the country were at their peak, lenders found it difficult to handle the staggering number of transactions. The BPO concept was born. It is less elaborate and thus less costly than an appraisal, but more involved than a CMA. There are two kinds of BPOs, drive-by and interior. If the agent has access to the interior of your home, you will obtain a more in-depth and accurate evaluation. No matter your circumstances, you'll obviously want top dollar from the sale of your home. Therefore, it is crucial to get a reliable evaluation generated by a realtor who will stand by his or her appraisal throughout the sale process. The cost approach. The cost approach is based upon what it would cost to reproduce your home new, minus depreciation and obsolescence. Would any person buy the property for a cost greater than the value of the land and a structure with equal appeal? Professional appraisal. A professional appraisal for the valuation of marital property is required when a court is dividing the couple's assets. Some states require a judge to independently determine the fair market value. There are some circumstances in which a judge may consider information provided by a spouse. You should understand that when a valuation is determined, it may not include latent cost-related issues. If there are plumbing problems under the foundation, or the structure has been compromised by a termite infestation, these situations will affect the sale price. It is advisable to have a home inspection conducted in an all-encompassing examination, there you are, of the condition of the home. It will be invaluable in discovering the universal condition of the home. The inspection will cover electrical wiring, plumbing, roofing, insulation, as well as structural features, and could uncover issues invisible on the surface. This will give you a realistic idea of what to expect when you sell your home. Most buyers require home inspections to eliminate any questions regarding your home's integrity. Typically, a buyer will order and pay for a home inspection. However, doing this yourself in advance offers two advantages. One, both spouses are made aware of an underlying or any underlying problems with the home, and arrangements can be made to split the cost of repairs. Number two, buyers who are interested in the home will have an additional layer of security in knowing the integrity of the home without having to put out the money themselves for the inspection. It may cost you a few $100s up front, but buyers appreciate having this information available, and that goes a long way toward building a relationship of trust and willingness to do business. Finding the right real estate agent. Choosing the right listing agent is important. As obvious as this may seem, selecting the best real estate agent for you can be difficult. Most people personally know of a real estate agent, but don't jump headlong into working with friends who, number one, may not be experienced at working with couples in the midst of a divorce, or number two, may not be impartial to both spouses. There are real estate agents who focus specifically on helping people who are going through a divorce. They are known as real estate divorce specialists. These agents have been thoroughly trained in legal and tax aspects of divorce. If the house is handled improperly during the divorce, the result can be that one or both spouses end up ineligible to qualify for a mortgage for many years. A real estate professional experienced in a divorce niche can provide clients with step-by-step guidance to protect themselves legally and financially. What defines a good real estate agent? That often depends on your particular circumstances. For someone selling a home during a divorce, it means finding someone with experience dealing with divorcing couples and who is an expert negotiator, not only between seller and buyer, but between seller and seller, who are not always on the same page or even on speaking terms with each other. Some realtors prefer not to take on listings with divorcing couples because the process is often more complex and labor-intensive than a standard real estate transaction. Not every real estate agent is equipped to handle the complexity of property issues that come with the division. Most of all, you have to like your agent. You might be spending a lot of time with him or her over the next few months. This has to be a person who is calm, cool, and collected, is sensitive to the circumstances, and can move your home, no matter the current market. He or she must relate well with both spouses and cannot show any bias or judgment. You want someone whom you feel listens to your priorities, is patient with the situation, and can be trusted to deal fairly and communicate fully with both parties. The best real estate agent is one who will work effectively with both parties, despite conflicts of interest and strong emotions coming from both sides. An experienced agent won't run at the first sign of an emotional outburst, shy away from awkward meetings between soon-to-be exes, or hold exclusive meetings with one party over the other, and will instead provide a neutral ground for interactions. Be sure your agent keeps the details of your divorce out of sales conversations, since some buyers equate divorce with desperate to sell, and will attempt to leverage that information in negotiations to get a lower price. You don't have to seek out a certified real estate divorce specialist, but when you look for a real estate agent, don't be shy about asking questions about their experience working with divorcing couples. You must be able to wholeheartedly trust your agent. Listen to how they talk about previous clients. This is usually an accurate indicator of how you will be treated. Look for discretion and empathy. Most agents work with buyers and sellers who don't know each other, not with divorcing couples who may or may not be adversarial with one another. The best real estate agent for you will be impartial and understand the complex nature of divorce. Make sure you pick a good listener. No two divorces are alike, and your agent should be able to help sell your home without taking sides. Some agents are trained in mediation. Since you and your spouse will both be involved in the selling process, look for an exceptional communicator who knows how to keep everyone on the same wavelength. Suitable agents are focused on being objective and are unaffected by emotional outbursts from either party. Not only do you want an agent with divorce experience who is a good listener, communicator, you also want one who is genuinely concerned about your situation. They should show an interest in helping both parties experience a quick and strong rebound in their finances. They should also be knowledgeable about the local market in order to price your home correctly from the start. Here are some traits to look for when hiring an agent. First, listing price to sale price ratio. What is their success rate for sales? Next, current. Is the agent up to date with the latest housing trends so he or she can serve you effectively? Are they connected? Does the agent belong to a network with the necessary contacts to assist in every phase of the sales? This network should include home inspectors, quality service people, other brokers, and county officials. They should also be knowledgeable. Is the agent familiar with the current market and able to price your home strategically? Does he or she know the unique features of your neighborhood to distinguish your home from the competition? Does she or he know what to highlight in your area to attract buyers? Organized. An agent must pay close attention to your specific needs, communicate well, and be quick to follow leads. Personable. An agent who is sincerely interested in helping you will go the extra mile with a smile. They must be able to sell themselves to you as well as sell your home to a buyer. Passionate. Some agents treat their job like a hobby or just a way to earn extra income. Find an agent who is passionate about what they do and loves their job. Tenacious. Successful agents possess a strong work ethic. They are efficient and take advantage of time-saving tools to help sell your home. Honest. Professional real estate agents build their reputation on high standards of business practices. Self-motivated. Real estate agents are typically paid by commission, so successful agents work hard because what benefits their clients benefits them. Almost done. A couple more here. Creative. Sometimes it takes creativity to properly showcase a house or a home, develop engaging content, and negotiate a sale. An agent who can quickly address any marketing need is an asset to you. Tech savvy. Agents well versed in the latest technology for marketing homes should have a website, social media setup, user-friendly home search options, and quality presentations online with high-resolution images of homes, as well as videos and slideshows. A professional real estate agent has to wear many hats. They must be proficient in marketing, negotiation, consultation, the legalities of real estate, property taxes, and most of all, gaining the trust of their clients. It is to your advantage to hire an agent who understands your unique needs while you work through your divorce. Once you've selected your agent, remember not to take out your stress and anger on him or her. He or she has nothing to do with the divorce and is trying to help you. Take his or her advice. They are the professionals and know more than you do about selling your home. Now, the following parts of the book are a helpful guide on how to present your home in the best light and how to avoid costly mistakes, especially when it comes to negotiating. End of chapter 3.